Rick and Morty's pilot wastes no time letting you know this Adult Swim cartoon is going to be messy, chaotic, beloved, and ridiculous. So how does a show this off-the-wall become that popular? Let's find out. Episode 1 of Rick and Morty doesn't try to ease you into anything. It throws you right into the blender. A drunk-as-hell Doc Brown knockoff named Rick and his walking nervous breakdown of a grandson, Morty. And it expects you to just keep up. The plot is simple. Well, kind of. Rick needs to travel to another dimension to collect some strange alien seeds for his research. So, naturally, he pulls Morty out of school and drags him along. Morty ends up muling the seeds through interdimensional customs, and that's the mission. That's the episode. But none of that is really the point of the show. What is the point? The intro. Before a single scene, Rick and Morty flashes rapid-fire shots of alien worlds, grotesque monsters, laser shootouts, and sci-fi trope fever dreams. No dialogue. No rules. Just raw absurdity. It's a tone setter that tells you more about the show than any exposition ever could. This is going to be bizarre, fast, loud, and clever, and you're either in or you're out. Let's run through the lineup. Rick is simple to explain and impossible to pin down. Imagine if Doc Brown had an infinite IQ, zero filter, and a drinking problem that would kill a normal man. He's weaponized chaos, the guy with a portal gun and a punchline. He's why fans keep coming back. Morty, meanwhile, is the poor soul stuck on the ride, panicked, hormonal, and completely out of his depth. He hates being dragged into Rick's madness, but he's the perfect partner because he grounds it. Rick sees something in Morty. In this case, a convenient place to hide alien drugs. And I'm going to need you to put them way up inside your butthole, Morty. Beth and Jerry round out the adult supervision, if you can call it that. Beth's a horse heart surgeon. Jerry's a spineless suburban dad who hates Rick's guts. They're sitcom staples on the surface, but they become the emotional anchors of the show in ways the pilot only hints at. Then there's Summer, Morty's too cool for school sister. She doesn't do much in the pilot, but she'll go on to become one of the show's most versatile weapons, the secret MVP. As the chaos scales up, the family dynamic stays familiar, but with just enough friction to feel like it's waiting to explode. The pilot tees up the structure. Rick and Morty on wild adventures. The family reacting and eventually evolving. Here's what gets baked in right away. The portal gun, Rick's main tool. It's the gateway to the show's infinite storytelling. Every possibility, every dimension, every insane scenario at his fingertips. Multiversal customs, a quick gag in the pilot, but it sets the tone for a whole subgenre of Rick and Morty. Bureaucracy meets cosmic horror. The MacGuffin format. The megaseeds are just an excuse to tell a wild story. This becomes a pattern. Rick needs a thing. Morty gets dragged into it. They get the thing. Rick's signature style, his drunken rambles, unfiltered arrogance, and constant use of the word Morty. It's Morty, 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 Morty. In this episode alone, he says it 13 times. That's not a joke. It's branding. And it sticks. The blueprint here is grotesque, but brilliant. Loud and crude on the surface, but with layers to reward the rewatch. It's the smartest dumb show, or the dumbest smart show, depending on the scene. There's real depth later on, emotional arcs, sci-fi commentary, even existential dread. But none of that works if the pilot doesn't get you to buy into the madness. This could have been a barrier to entry, but the creators don't really care. They go full throttle from minute one. And that confidence becomes the secret sauce of the show. The multiverse allows Rick and Morty to cover everything. Love, death, family, philosophy, time travel, teenage awkwardness, and farting cloud gods voiced by Jermaine Clement. I'm going to miss you, fart. The format is limitless because the rules don't matter. From this chaotic little pilot came one of the most quotable, memeable, and surprisingly thoughtful shows in modern animation. It helped usher in a new wave of adult animation, not just raunchy, but narratively bold. Shows like Solar Opposites, Inside Job, even Invincible to an extent, all owe some of their structure and attitude to Rick and Morty. And through it all, fans keep telling their friends the same thing. Just give a chance. You'll like it. There's no hand-holding here, no apologies, no filter. The pilot is just a foot in the door, but it's already sprinting when it gets through. The jokes are fast, the tone is locked, the voice already in mid-season form. It feels like the rare kind of show that understands the assignment from day one. It's like they wrote 4 seasons, then made the pilot. And even though it gets deeper later, it had us at the second Rick belched mid-sentence. Tell you how I feel about school, Jerry. It's a waste of time. It's the kind of show that, if you don't get it, get out. But if you do, you're all in.